Carolina has become a bit of one of the biggest rivals for Georgia. So, as you mentioned, it's your senior season. How does it feel to have gotten a win against them in your last year here?
It feels well. Moving on in the future, that's something that I can say I accomplished. I went out with a win against South Carolina.
Did you get a sense early on from Grayson that he didn't have the kind of day that he wound up having in Saturday?
Yeah, I think throughout practice, we did extremely well as far as the quarterbacks and the receivers, trying to make sure we took advantage of any opportunity that would arise during the game.
Not to take away anything from Grayson, but obviously a lot of it was communication and the receiver's ability unity to be and heading as well. How do you think you guys did on that end?
I think as a unit we did well. Obviously when you go back and critique everything, obviously we made mistakes. And there are areas that we can definitely improve on. But overall, I think for the most part we were where we needed to be at certain times in the game.
This is your third, or you're going into your fourth game. You've had 3 games under a new wide receivers coach, Brian McClendon moving over. What are the, if any, differences between him and Tony Ball?
It's just 2 different styles, 2 different generations. I'm not really inclined to say who's better and who's not as a coach. But I think as far as the styles go, you have a younger coach and you have a more mature coach. And that alone kind of makes a difference.
Any preference?
No.
Seems like some of the younger guys are getting a lot more playing time than I guess we would have seen in Tony Ball. That's just a supposition on my part. But talk to me about some of the younger guys actually getting out there. I saw Michael Chigbu had his first catch.
Well, Coach Ball was here my freshman year, and I played as a freshman. Chris Conner was a freshman that played. So I'm not sure how accurate that comment is, but I think the freshman we have now came into a situation where, there weren't that many older receivers, or that many older receivers ready to play at the level expected from the coach. So I think that's why you see a lot more younger guys out there.
Knowing that the Georgia coaches here really trust younger guys, trust freshmen to come in and get playing time as true freshmen, do you think that's kind of a selling point for recruits and recruiting?
Yeah, they definitely should sell that, because I think Georgia does a great job of not showing favorites in the realm of a senior versus freshman. Whoever's the best guy gets the job.
Do you think that coaches here do a good job of developing guys quickly as well, maybe?
I think so.
Or do you think they just kind of attract the talent here?
I think you need both to be successful. I don't recruit, so I can't tell you how talented a guy is before he gets here, because college is different than high school. So obviously they see something in the players that I don't see, because I don't look that deep into it.
Did you happen to watch any other SEC games this weekend?
Yeah, I saw.
Which ones did you watch?
I watched LSU versus Auburn, Ole Miss versus Alabama. I think those are the 2 that stood out to me most, because obviously those were the 2 most hyped up games for the SEC this week. But there are other games I watched, but those are the most memorable ones.
And what did you make of those games? I mean, sort of, how are you feeling that the SEC is starting to shake out now that you're getting a couple weeks into it?
I think it's exactly what everyone already perceives of the SEC as phenomenal. You never know what's going to happen. Even you can predict the teams that might or might not win, but you can't predict how they're going to win. I think that's the best thing about the SEC. Just from week to week, everything's unpredictable and how it's going to reveal itself.
You mentioned you watched the Alabama-Ole Miss game, so of course a lot of media, a lot of fans are looking forward to when you guys play Alabama, but how do you stay focused personally on the game at hand this weekend against Southern?
I think the way I stay focused is, this is another opportunity to go out there and get better as a player, and we better win the game, or the Alabama game won't be as exciting. So I think me personally, I just focus on trying to be better regardless of who we play. But as a team, you know, you want to win.
Last question. Malcolm?
Can you use these non-conference games as more learning tools and to sort of fine-tune your game before you guys do head to those conference matchups, particularly looking that you have...
No, I wouldn't say that. 'Cause that kind of sounds like I'd just be out there trying stuff against an opponent in a game. And that doesn't take place. I think practice is the time to try to fine-tune things. Game day is game day regardless of who you play.